Yeah, absolutely. So wholesaling is when you get a property under contract. Typically it's off market and you get it under contract at a certain price, and then you find somebody else to buy it for more. And so you assign your contract over to them, and you make what's called an assignment fee. That's basically the gist of it.
Okay, got it. So it's like I have this drink, and then you agree to buy it for me for $2, and then you find someone who's willing to buy it for like $2.50, and you make that difference between the two.
Yes,
the spread
exactly.
between it.
Yep.
Okay, and when did you get into wholesaling for the first time?
Let's see. I worked for a wholesale company for 5 years, and we were doing 150 to 200 deals a year. I started that in 2020, and then just quit.
What a crazy
year,
time to even get into real estate.
Oh, I know.
Right? During COVID, when everyone was like freaking out on what was going to happen.
Yeah. So technically, I think it was like December of 2019. And then I quit last May. So this week is my year mark of, being on my own. So.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yep. And I got licensed in like 2018. So a couple years before I started working for that wholesale company.
Okay. Congrats.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Trying to think of a good wholesaling question for you. Because in my eyes, because I work a lot with wholesalers, because I do a lot of the creative financing, seller financing, fix and flips. I do a lot of those kind of things. And I feel like my absolute bread and butter that I'm always on the hunt for is something that you could house hack. Something with like a basement apartment or has potential to. And what's interesting is I've seen a massive uptick in people who do fix and flips, and they're adding these basement apartments into it. So it's like a brand new remodeled house and everything. So do you still do flips currently, or do you mostly just assign them to others?
I do both. Yep. I've got a bunch of flips going right now, and just sold a couple in San Diego. I love to add the mother-in-law apartment for all the house hackers out there. Like, it definitely just opens up your pool of buyers, I think. So yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but I mean, I totally agree, because with where housing is going, it's a way that you can own something for like cheaper than what it would be to typically rent something of a similar size. But you get to keep the equity of the principal pay down and all those things. So when you wholesale and you find something that is really good, like what makes you want to do a flip versus assigning it to another investor, if that makes sense?
Yeah, that's a good question. A lot of it is timing. A lot of it is like location. A lot of it is the numbers. If I feel like I can make substantially more in a flip, I'm obviously going to flip it. But if my timing is off and I'd rather take an assignment fee and get paid in a week rather than in 3 to 4 to 5 months, then I'd rather take the assignment fee. So some of it is timing, some of it is numbers, and then location. Like, if I'd prefer it to be, I live in Bountiful now. My first 2 house hacks were in Sandy, and then my third one that I'm currently in is in Bountiful. So, I mean, I have a flip in Mapleton, but it's hard for me to check up on it a lot, to be honest.
You don't want to drive 2 hours to Mapleton?
Yeah, so it's kind of out there. So it just kind of depends. Between those 3 things is kind of how I decide if I'm going to wholesale it or flip it.
Gotcha.
Jaden's actually, I think you said your first house hack was a wholesale deal that you bought?
My second one.